We get the honor to get Dr. Wiebe Boer, CEO of All Ontop the building today. We say welcome, sir.
Thank you.
I like that. Thank you.
Very soft. I like him.
Thank you.
But no be power solution now. Power solution.
I be power now. Power. Okay, now. Power Solution, aka Power Solution. All right, but my co-host in the building, Wisdom, how far with you?
Yes, so Wisdom Chapp-Jumbo day, yes, so no be so. But Chacha, the week has been good. Last weekend, I did choose.
Has it been?
Yes, but I've been busy small, though.
But you have to talk about, we sent him to the bush. You have to talk about that
we'll
one.
Be letting say every time he day in the bush.
No, this one a real bush.
This one real bush,
real bush, all three.
We go see our work, what they do for that side, for inside River State.
Which animal you capture?
Hey.
What's it be? Hey, so not capture anyone.
Now when you talk, I just remember that one of the villagers say make I follow them go.
Yes, and you know Grigo.
I no get mind.
All right. So like Nigeria, we they talk how to fit make Kajad about the power solution. Yes, I will go come to you, Dr. Boer. But could talk about your professional journey. But could talk about actually not really your personal professional journey, but the all-on story.
Okay.
Make we hear how we take start. How you take get this passion to drive this particular huge matter.
Okay. So now Shell, they start the oil company Shell. I think you know.
Yes,
you know
of course.
Shell.
Yeah.
Now them say we go give $200 million. That one you go any shake.
Shake.
No.
Now what you want to talk? Shake.
Yeah.
Any shake. Don't worry, they do press up. You go soon come.
Okay. So Shell put down $200 million.
Yes.
And then asked me to come. I was working in another company. They said, "Can you come and start this fund and invest in renewable energy companies in Nigeria?"
Awesome.
And so that's how it started 5 years ago. Since then, we've now made about 50 investments in the space, and I think, as far as we know, it's the most investments of any company in this space in Africa.
In Africa?
Possibly in the whole world.
Whoa!
So now it's big.
Our capacity huge.
The capacity.
The capacity.
I did from Arewa, so
I know. When you grow up, they enter. Now mother tongue, they enter your tongue. So Wisdom, you they shout about this matter. But now waiting on a hold for hand, the work and on don't they affect life in different platform. We never get to ask you about this thing, but you good say as he come here and I mentioned how the journey really starts. And we they glad to hear. And so far so good. The conversation don't they grow from smaller to medium to bigger. And now we they talk in a very large kind of format, okay? But Wisdom, over to you. I go like you.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Say they relate to your boss right now.
Well, now the goal be that the show initially that now he first started as I come.
Yes, now he first started.
I don't take him from him now. I see the way we don't take and go.
And now you be the Oga.
When you don't get your Oga for the show, you know say you don't.
With the blessing of the Oga.
With the blessing, very important
to. With the blessing of the Oga to talk power solution.
Power solution.
All right. So plenty to read. They want ask you today, Wiebe. I mean, 30 minutes no go do us. We say time day, but we go try. The one I want to ask you now be say, you know, say when we don't announce some of this deal, all this investment we do, church they hear dollars and everything.
Thank God say
they try tell us say, oh, this thing means say would they unlock
Wisdom, if you leave me alone, now me go ask that question by myself.
Will they unlock access to energy for Nigerians? Make power they mean power all stop. But I want to ask you now, Ogami. Now tell us, what be the principle behind our investment? What they hold our hand, they invest for these companies over the time? Make you share with us, because now you don't date for the top. I don't want to quit him or guard the top. No go happen, but guard the top there today. Tell us.
Okay. Make I speak my Wiebe English.
Make you speak your pidgin Oyibo.
Okay, so now maybe like three things we they look at. One, can the team? Okay, who are the people on the team? Can they deliver? Do they have persistence? Can they, when the wahala come, can they manage them? So that's the first one. The second one is this idea they get or the business they get, it go work. It go work for Nigeria. Now correct idea for Nigeria, because you know Nigeria is very unique. Our market, the sector and everything in Nigeria is very different from other parts of the world. So you can't just take an idea from Kenya and bring it here. So that's the other one. Can it work in Nigeria?
Okay.
And then the third one, can it grow fast?
Whether it go grow,
Uh-huh.
no put money, no go grow.
Because the problem, the wahala way we get for power in Nigeria is more than, and not the most in the world. You know, we are unfortunately, we are the champion of energy poverty.
Giant of Africa.
Poverty.
I would like for anybody that listen, I would like waiting you mean by that particular one. So now we be the champion of the energy
This
poverty.
one no be good. No, it means the number of people in Nigeria we no get power. Now more than any country, even past India, China, everything.
In the world.
In the every place. Yeah,
Ah,
exactly.
wow, giant
So
of
the-
Africa.
So
We are coming.
so our investments are focused on how do you close that.
Oh, nice.
Wow. How do you close that? And because of that, now don't they do plenty things. So I get to hear about different money all the time. Today now $500 K. Now what would they talk about the investments in green age technologies for the expansion of the solar manufacturing equipment and of course the facilities where they involved. Now in the press statements where we say you have been dropping investments the core of all on commitments of course, and for una to drive on a youth kind of level, especially in Nigeria with different companies when I get to work with. Make we talk this green age to how to accelerate this thing, how the sector they take work, how to contribute, and for everybody where we say they around them to close this particular gap where una the hustle to close.
Okay, now, bros, this investment there for East, so I got talk like a
Boy, you're such oh my goodness.
okay.
What a fool Nigerian you are.
Okay, no, anyway, sorry, no offense.
No,
my Igbo
definitely
brothers.
not.
Okay,
Not.
so this investment, it encompasses this what All On is about. So it's first of all, the entrepreneurs are young. We first got to know them when they were still at UNN, University of Nigeria in
That's
Nsukka.
my school, come on.
Oh, fantastic. You should
Be proud,
very
be
proud of these
proud,
boys,
be proud.
We are so proud.
Be very proud.
Yes, I
of
am
these
proud.
boys. We're very, very proud of these boys. So that's how we first connected. Soon after they graduated, they applied for the first stage of funding, the angel funding.
Awesome.
They got $100,000. They performed brilliantly.
Then jam all the milestone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beating all the older people.
You
by
know
far.
where they come from. It's not Nigerians.
No.
Come on.
I know it's UNN, but then also one of the boys there from Jos. That's the real.
We spoil this thing now. But don't spoil now. Okay, he learned from the UNM boys.
But 5 of these boys, they built this, and then so after they did really well, then now we did the 500,000, and it's basically to enable them to expand their manufacturing of solar components like
Wow.
solar inverters, and these are things where everyone else we just import without thinking. We just go to China, we bring it. They said no, let's make it here and let's keep money in Nigeria and all that. So it's really what we're trying to do. We're enabling Nigerian entrepreneurs, but also Nigerian solutions, so that all the money for renewable energy isn't just going to China.
Yeah.
It goes stay here for Nigeria.
And sometimes when they import all these things, if you still get wahala, they go still need to fly them out.
Exactly.
And the money, the forex, they spend, they do this import. Make you just go talk to some of these developers. I mean, they spend crazy money, and I make the cost of solar the high. If you see how they talk, they will say, "Oh, solar cost." No,
Even the people will never even ask how much.
they never even go ask. They
For
never
their
go
head,
market
because-
before. But this issue they make up.
Let's run around.
Yes. All right. So, like I talked before, plenty they won't ask you, but when they try to cut them small, more they ask you. Now, when they talk about structures of funding for this sector, you know, say all this work who they do, money had to get. Some of these investees who will get. So, if to say no be all on, where they foresee them be start, you know, funding an issue. And I want to ask you now. What will be some of the challenges? I don't say all or not they fund the sector, but as a company and work we don't do so far. What will be the challenges for these entrepreneurs, you know, to get funding?
No, if all or no day, they no go get money.
Wow.
So okay, but there's several reasons. So one is any new industry. There's always a difficulty in finding capital.
Okay.
It's just a new industry. It's evolving. There isn't established capital. So that's one. Secondly, many of the fund and the investors looking at this space in Africa, they invest in Wiebe people. So they'll say now African fund. But then when you look, who are they investing now? All the companies where they invest now, Wiebe people, they inside. And that one to me, it vex me. Anyway, you know this one.
I know.
So, and so that's the other reason. So Nigerian entrepreneurs, they may be competing with a foreign entrepreneur who has a big grammar, big all this.
You go Harvard.
Yeah, exactly.
Cambridge and
big everything, and so the investors give them the money, and they don't give the Nigerian entrepreneur look 3 years from now, it's the Nigerian entrepreneur who will be finishing the Wiebe guy. So that's the second one. So that's one thing Olon has tried to do is we focus on Nigerian entrepreneurs. And then the third is there isn't money from commercial banks. And sometimes people say, okay, why are they not funding it? But commercial banks anywhere in the world, specifically Nigeria, aren't meant to
Because some of our guests don't complain. You say bank no give them money.
But banks anywhere in the world don't give money to early stage companies in a new industry.
They need to see wetin you don't do before they go feel be part of them, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So those are the three issues. But that's what Olon was set up to solve. So now all these companies we've invested in, we've de-risked them. Okay. So now the banks are coming. In fact, now the banks are starting to compete. To say no.
They don't say the companies feel grow now.
So it's good. We're at a good place now.
All right. And still talking about supporting the homegrown business and everything, I hear the Ontop currently they support almost 80 businesses from ideation and different things, so up until the stage. And where you see this particular matter, like let's look the next 5 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So when a company is growing, they need more than just capital. They also need technical support.
Yeah.
And often they may know what it is they need, but they can't afford it as a company. So the Olon Hub provides non-financial technical support.
Non-financial.
Yeah. So no be money, but it's still. So like we have partnerships with companies like PwC. There's a law firm called I can't remember the law firm. And then there's a public relations company called Nelson Reed's. Things like that. So if the company needs maybe a marketing plan, or they need a strategy plan or a structure,
or then get wahala for law matter.
Exactly. Then these companies will come and support them based on our contract with them. And so that's the kind of support they can't afford on their own. And then it helps them so that they can now raise more capital, grow faster, and everything like that. So you have to have the capital, which we provide from the Olon, and then the other support that we provide from the hub.
All right.
Now those additional businesses, where will they give those $10,000 US dollars to start? After we don't train them for the incubation program, we can't give them that money. So that thing we don't come tell us that business. Make you start them. Make we see
how it will progress, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Nigeria, we still there here. We they tell you about how the Nigerian off-grid sector go feed the Kajad, and now why we get, of course, the CEO of Olon, Dr. Wiebe Boer, in the building to follow us clear of so many questions. Where we say don't they our mind? Where we say we know, so we ask wisdom particular one because we need the boss to come answer, and why in there here. So back we continue on this matter.
Yes. So now, Dr. Wiebe, I could ask you now. Nigeria, we know say Oyibo they call them fossil fuel driven economy.
Fossil fuel.
How goodness.
It means that all these are our fuel. All this we can't do without it. But now, if we want to put in all this kind of sustainable energy, solar, everything, the government need to understand. The regulators need to understand what they happen there. So make you tell us for these last 5 years how Olon done provide the regulators with what they call a capacity building support to understand how this thing will happen. I know so they work with, but make you tell us, make you tell us how you go describe the work so far in this area.
Okay, so we don't work directly with government
at all
because we're funded by Shell. They prefer that we stay separate. So, but we fund like the Renewable Energy Association of Nigeria and other organizations to do the advocacy.
Okay.
But what I can say is that this is one area that the government has actually done very well. And they've put in place policies, regulations, and even funding, $500 million of funding to support the sector. And so
Nigerian government can do that one. Okay.
Yeah, the federal government through the Rural Electrification Agency.
Okay.
So they've actually done very well in this space. And you even have, companies from all the way from Cambodia, Indonesia, India, Kenya, Mexico, saying what you have in Nigeria is fantastic, and we actually want to copy it. So it's one area that the government has actually done very well in putting in place that enabling environment.
Awesome. And make we talk about to tackle the Nigerian power challenges through renewable energy. In the last 5 years, you think say Olon don't really do enough to fit build and also to feed they responsible for the slow uptake of the renewable energy solution. We also want to know how on take the alternate, how things don't they work generally over the years.
Well, that one is plenty questions. Which
I
one
know.
go answer?
So just alternate around.
Okay. So has Olon done enough? I don't think anyone has done enough. I
Okay.
mean, we've pushed hard. We've, like I said, we have the biggest
Awesome. I like that
biggest
answer.
biggest portfolio of companies, I think, in Africa for sure. But we could always do more. We could always do it faster. So there's always that. But then what is slowing down the
Yes.
uptake? There's many reasons. One of them is people don't know about solar. They think it's too expensive. They don't think it works.
Yeah, they
All
tell
of-
us what, yeah.
So
Yeah.
awareness is the key.
Awareness.
Awareness.
So this what we're doing here with the
Yes.
show is very important.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one big one that nobody wants to talk about. It's
Why? I know.
not corruption. No, but it's a special kind. And so every year in Nigeria we spend $15 billion. No be naira,
Dollars.
15 billion. Say that.
15 billion.
Thank you.
Mm.
$15 billion
Dollars.
on diesel generators and the diesel to fuel them. Of that 15 billion, 12 billion is the fuel every year.
Wow.
From that 12 billion,
Yeah.
there's an estimate that about 4 billion is invisible money. So like someone will say
Invisible money.
some will say they delivered 1,000 liters,
Snake chop the rest.
but they only delivered 700.
Yeah.
And then everybody who inside go chop the 300, the money.
Yeah.
The other,
They'll go tell us a
Wow.
rat chopper.
or it,
Wow.
it evaporate or something. But $4 to $5 billion a year is stolen through that process. Wow. So nobody wants the power sector to work, because if you fix the power sector, nobody go.
Then this
chop that
money no go
And
come
this money
again.
go just
Yeah.
disappear.
And this is private sector, public sector, social sector.
But
everywhere.
for how long? How long it go continue
I
for
don't know.
us to
That-
keep on to the chop ourselves
But
like
that's
that?
what we have to ask our leaders and not our government leaders only, our own
Yes.
CEOs,
Yes.
our own branch managers, our own
Local government chairman.
Facility managers.
but even facility managers. Why can't you stop this? And what's very concerning is that I heard from some of the generator salespeople
Yeah.
that even with diesel going up high really fast, their generator sales are going up.
Yeah, at the same time, of course. On Monday, I've been talking about the sales. Waiting generator
Yeah.
cost 2019, no be waiting it
because
cost now.
now. It's all go up.
2022.
As in they're selling more generators faster because
Yes.
people want to chop more money.
Yes, and the generator does, because you get to work over time, so you get to buy new ones
Buy a
too. You
new
get to
one.
repair.
Yeah. So we just need to, because
Wow.
that 4 billion that's stolen every year could add another 4,000 megawatts to the grid every year, which would double our capacity every year. So in
But some people no go agree.
no,
So we get wahala for our hand.
and we've been doing this for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and now we have the worst power sector in the world.
You don't collapse.
And
The grid don't collapse 17 times this year.
And this is something that
Light go they go this for heat.
electricity grid were working 150 years ago. This one is not. This one no be new. This is not a new thing. It's actually embarrassing, and we need to just at some point say enough is enough. We need to stop this, and we need to do this properly.
Oh man,
Interesting.
I wish time go fit permit us, because there's a lot to talk about on top this particular matter. But we continue. Wisdom, over to you before
Anyways,
I wrap up.
we could move on from that one. I want to talk about the workforce, for this sector. So, some 5-6 years ago, people no go imagine say they go work for this sector. Work not even be there. Even if work there, people no get the skill. But now with the work where you don't do, working in this sector 5 years later, how you go feel describe the workforce now for renewable energy? You feel say we don't get the right talent to fill the gap, or we need to go bring Oyibo come?
No. Let them stay outside. No, we don't need any Weibo people. So what we need, on the lower level, we need tens of thousands of people who will be trained on solar installation and management.
Okay.
So anyone listening, if you haven't gone to school, or you don't have a job, or you're on strike, well, not you. If ASU, it's not the students on strike.
Yeah.
It's the house to put there for strike.
Go, look online, or look around for training opportunities. There's the Rubitech Academy. There's the Energy Talent Company, which is online, and you can actually get training in how to do this solar stuff. So you can build a whole career. So even while the university is closed, you can do that, and then when it starts, you can go be the one selling solar on the side. So that's one. But then on the management level, because all of these companies are relatively new, young management, they haven't built a company before, we need a lot of help at that C level as well, and we need to start looking for management talent, maybe from the FMCG sector or from the telecom sector, to bring them into this sector and then
help them
hold
hold their hand, make they know.
So there's a huge opportunity. So if you're listening and you're looking for something to do, go study that and get into the solar industry. It's the big growth industry for Nigeria.
Nice.
All right. Dr. Boamo could talk about the Renewable Energy Association of Nigeria and wetin they fit do to fit make things better, especially when you get to do with the renewables.
So the Renewable Energy Association of Nigeria is the largest industry association for the sector. There's a few other associations also, and I guess my call to all of them is, please guys, just come together.
Because I gather on ourselves. We too like division for this. We too they divide.
It's a new industry.
Everybody will get fraction.
Exactly. So they should come together, but our RIAN has about 150 members, and so one of the things they do is like self-regulation. If you're a member of RIAN and someone now complains that you did a contract or you did a solar, so if someone is in the association, you know that you'll have a credible and good project. So that's one. The other is they work together to advocate in government for policies and all that to make sure that the industry can grow. They work very closely with the Rural Electrification Agency, with the donors and everything like that, representing all of so many of the businesses. So there's a lot that they do. And then they also help with awareness.
Okay.
They help with awareness.
Yeah. And all of them partner with to on awareness level.
But I'll see you. Of course, talking about Olan, waiting be that thing where they bother you the most. Waiting be the thing where they your mind all the time as regards to this.
It's they're not moving fast enough. That the problem is even growing probably faster than we're solving it. And so that's what keeps me up at night. Yeah, there's 100 million Nigerians who are off the grid completely. And
never been or never.
No, never. And
I don't see some.
Yeah, talk about it. He's from rivers, and he didn't believe in rivers. There were communities that were never on the grid.
Their forefathers never seen light for this life.
And now your state be that.
My dear.
With all their money, all their oil.
All the oil, all the going out. They're all making other people better.
I go inside the community. Church, my eyes see.
You know, I've been served for Bayelsa State, and I know so many places where I go. Egbemon, Galabari, Bras, Nimbe.
Even for Bayelsa, you go shock if we carry you waka.
Wow.
But anyways,
so the problem, they grow faster than.
No, it's because our population is growing fast.
Yes, the population is growing,
and in fact the power grid is getting worse. So it's actually growing faster than we're.
No hope for those people.
No, of course, there's always hope.
No, I mean for the grid.
Oh yeah, no.
This grid, no hope.
We need to just stop working.
Because if we add them now, every week it go.
So since this it bothers you, it makes you feel. It make you feel like say, okay, I go need to. You they're worried, but waiting they give you hope. What keeps it together for you?
Yeah, so it's the entrepreneurs we invest in, and knowing that in 2-3 years, the pace at which they will deliver will start to help the country catch up. And that people now have more and more awareness and more understanding and belief in what they're doing, and they'll buy the products. They'll just say the grid and all this diesel generators is, you need to get rid of this, and focus on the new solution. So
now where you they get that strength from to continue running?
Huh?
And now where you they get your strength from?
Exactly.
Hold on. Wisdom.
All right, I want bring one too good news now. Because see all this we don't talk now. I see the passion, the way my God they talk. Unfortunately, in they live, in don't they live alone.
He don't live alone.
He don't take another walk.
So who you they pass over to?
We never know.
Oh my goodness.
No. We go announce very soon.
Very soon.
But now African woman.
Okay,
I
African
tell you
woman.
that we don't need Oyibo again. So now African woman go take my place.
Awesome.
So now you they go start. We get a few minutes.
African woman, balance for better. I like that. So
you they go run where Wiebe they go now? In they go run a university.
A university.
Yes, for America.
In Africa. Oh no, come on, Wiebe.
But I want to ask you, Wiebe, like why you leave us? Like, why at this time? We need you.
Such a switch. Why from here to there?
Why?
University.
So when I started in All On 5 years ago, I didn't know anything about solar. So I do this almost every 5 years. I move to a different industry. But this one, the university was founded 150 years ago by my great grandfather's cousin. It was Dutch immigrant in the U.S.
The family thing.
It's the church that sent my parents to Nigeria to be missionaries. So there's a very deep, long connection. And they were looking for a new president or vice chancellor, and so they appointed me. And it wasn't something I expected, but it's the kind of thing that when it happens, you can't say no. because it's like a calling that you have to come and the university.
So they're passing the baton back.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the reasons was that they wanted someone with a more international outlook.
Okay.
And the church that that runs the university in North America now only has 200,000 members. In Nigeria, they get 2 million.
And you've been here.
That's a church.
Yeah, in Taraba and mostly Taraba and Benue, where my parents used to work. So maybe one day we go just with the whole.
I trust you. Anything that's possible with
we
you.
We go relocate them to.
So
Ukari
in the next 5 years, are you still going to switch?
To which one?
I don't know now because it's a thing for the culture.
So this one make I no say on air.
Because your people be there listen, and those are your village people. You know village people. Yes, so the people want use the word will miss you, but I know say you will always stay in touch, and hopefully you get to teach Power Solution over there too as the vice chancellor.
No, actually, one of the first things we're gonna do is move the whole university to solar. It's the first project we're working on. So
Finland. Finland. Our office there on solar.
Oh my goodness.
All on office, 24/7.
Okay.
Solar. So I'm not surprised.
Okay. This time continue running, but thank you so much. Thank you. And a word for the people, for everybody going to listen to you now.
So I'm leaving Nigeria, but it's not goodbye. As Arnold Schwarzenegger said, I'll be back.
You'll be back. And we'll be waiting. I'll go come back to you soon. And now, women, the name now still Church Smith. It's been a wonderful time. Please don't miss this particular segment. Please watch on YouTube if you find the segment we'll get with the CEO, soon to be ex-CEO.
You never download the Wazobia FM app? Chai! You dey miss wella. Oh yeah, download our Wazobia FM app today on top Apple Store and Google Play Store. Make you fit listen anywhere and everywhere. Join the Chook family today.
Wazobia FM 95.1.
Chook mouth.